Okay, so you've heard all the benefits of mindfulness. You understand how important it is in terms of reducing anxiety, reducing stress, increasing your immune system, increasing your energy levels, improving your sleep. You know it, you've heard it, but you are too busy to engage in mindfulness. Well, today in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can conquer that without really changing your day-to-day schedule. If you're new here, my name is Maddie. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can dive deep into all of the videos that I have here, which are all designed for you to help you on your journey. Right. You're busy. I'm not going to take up much of your time today because the very nature that you are here means that you've got a full schedule. You've got loads of things to do. You've got places to go. You've got people to see. Okay, I get it. You're a high achiever. You're ambitious and you're out there working it. So fantastic. Well done. Congratulations. These are the kinds of habits that you've probably spent years developing so that you can reach your success, reach your goals. But if you are not engaging in the kind of practices that are going to help you reduce stress, reduce anxiety, increase your immune system, improve your sleep, improve your ability to relate to other people, improve your ability to problem solve, then you're obviously going to be missing a trick. Because what about all those people who are doing that and also doing all of the fantastic, highly ambitious practices that you're doing? So what we're saying here is you can have it all. You can be this kind of really intensively focused person who is driven and who is working really hard. I am avoiding saying the word busy again because although I said it at the beginning, busy is not a label we want to give ourselves. And if you're interested in the concept of that, I've talked a lot about it. So please make sure to check out the other videos and the resources in the podcast and all of that because it is a topic that I return to a lot. But if you are someone who has identified as being busy, then this is going to be really important for you to understand today because I want to talk about mindfulness. And mindfulness can sometimes feel like it is in direct conflict with the nature of how we live our lives, especially if you are someone who is out there doing your thing and working really hard and, cramming every day with as much as you can to get lots done and to work towards those goals. Or maybe it's just that your responsibilities mean that you have that level of stuff on your plate all the time and you can't possibly engage in the idea of being mindful. Well, I'm going to give you some really practical tips and tricks to use so that you can get the benefit of mindfulness without feeling like you've got to, carve out like an hour of your day, which you just simply don't have. I better just quickly dive into what mindfulness is. So mindfulness is the act of being present. That's all it is. That's like the easiest definition. I was going to try and elaborate on that, but that's pretty much what it is. It's the conscious act of being present, being in the moment. And people talk about their mindfulness practice and it can be incorporated into meditation, but they are not the same thing. So this is not a meditation video here. We're talking about that act of being present. And actually, it can be such an easy switch to make because it doesn't matter how busy you are, there's that word again, or how much you've got in your day, you can allow yourself to be present at any one of those moments. I first understood the importance of this actually when I was still dancing and I was in Paris. And I was walking down the streets of Paris and I had all these things going on in my mind. I had people that I needed to see. I had choreography I was trying to remember, right? I was really, my brain was just going da 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 da. And I suddenly thought, hold on, it was the first time I'd ever been in Paris. And I looked up and I was walking across a bridge and there was a rainbow. It was one of those oh my goodness, there's a rainbow across the river. And I was like, I have to stop this brain of mine just for a moment in order to really settle into where I am. And so what I did was I keyed into my steps and the feeling of my foot on the ground. And I just really focused on what that felt like as I was taking every step. I didn't change my pace at all, but I just used my focus instead of to where it had been, on all these things I had to do and all these things I had to remember and all of the thoughts that were going through my head. And I just channeled that into the feeling of my foot on the pavement as I walked. And by giving myself, my brain, something really clear to concentrate on, not kind of trying to do this like clear my brain, don't think about anything thing, because that has never worked for me. And that's not an approach that I necessarily, I don't engage in myself. I was able to get into a place of deep calm and actually absorb all of the benefits that we talk about when we talk about being mindful. And it was through consciously shifting my focus from all of these other things to the feeling of my foot touching the ground without changing my pace, without changing anything else about the situation. And I immediately found that my anxiety was gone. I lost any worry that I was holding on to. I felt stronger. I felt calmer. I felt more motivated and more driven. And that was in the space of 5 minutes. And I was still on my way to going where I needed to get to, right? So there was no kind of impact on my day except for the positive impact. And since then, and that was a long time ago, since then I have incorporated mindfulness into every day through different acts. And it doesn't matter what act I'm doing. It is about reminding myself to key into the moment. And I now teach that to incredible people like you, so that they can have those benefits as well. So if you're not doing this already, then I encourage you to find a moment in your day when you can just key into where you are. And the best way to do that, if you're new to it, is to key into your 5 senses. So just go, okay, what can I feel? What can I touch? What can I see? What can I taste? And what can I hear? And that's it. Just go through that and really feel, touch, taste, see, hear what is going on around you. And by asking yourself those 5 questions of your senses, you just kind of develop your mindfulness muscles. Pretty soon you won't have to engage in those 5 questions. You won't have to think about your senses because you will be able to just drop into this mindfulness. And when you have that strength and that skill and you're able to do that, then it's just a question of reminding yourself to do it each day. And sometimes that will come like at the very end of the day when you are, loading up the dishwasher, right? Like it's the last thing you do before you go to bed or whatever it is. I don't know what your day looks like, but say that's it. And you go, I haven't been mindful today. I'm going to take this as my mindfulness activity. And then you load the dishwasher with mindfulness and you be completely absorbed in the present tense. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can dive deep into all of the videos that I have here, which are all designed for you to help you on your journey.